Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brightops, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. And I'd like to introduce you to our newest team member, Logis Orga. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yes, the way we've set him up is he was designed as a Dominus from the get-go, so he's designed for ranged combat. And we've given him Tech Exilium too. We're just like one upgrade short from being able to give him the Cantrils as well. But the reason behind this is the way we're building this guy up and the weapons we've given him. His pet role, nay, his reason for being, is to literally to be a weapons platform, more or less. He is a nightmare of energy weapons. Of course, he also consumes a great deal of cognition, which we're gonna try and work on to offset, but what can you do? Let's see, Tyrus is done, you're done. We're not done with you. Hearts and Minds. The unit of Scutari with experimental bionics has been lost in the tomb of Miloba. Subdomina Kipra has requested that they be recovered on behalf of the ship's Medicare staff. Whatever's staff. Sleep, Superior, and Logis. See you two. You, and yeah, we'll just go for him. See, next attack nozzle. Can we replace you? Wait, no, hang on. Ah, here's the thing. Physical, next deals 4, because I feel like we're going to be using a lot of cognition going forward. So we're going to try and turn things around. The Medicare staff on the ship have asked my assistance, Magos, but with my forces already stretched thin, I cannot spare any manpower. Do you believe my tech priests have such spare time and resources in abundance? The staff were insistent. One in particular, a Furo surgeon, Caligux, a Scutari unit carrying several of her experimental bionics, has been lost in the tomb of Milob. They demand their experiments be recovered. It is concerning that the Medicare staff are in the habit of using our Scutari units for bionic experiments without consulting the Magos in command. Still, that does not mean the request is without merit, especially if these new bionics can be used to improve the combat effectiveness of our troops. Alrighty. I have the approximate last location of the Scutari unit. Given the length of time they've been out of contact, it is very likely they are dead. My Nervolts return sadness at this prospect, but something can at least be gained by their sacrifice. The bionics will have been given a thorough field test. So I'm going to get them back. Whatever killed that unit will still be down there. Quite apart from the use we might make of the data, it is not the way of the cult Mechanicus to seek knowledge through all means, even war. Of course, Magos, and I'm grateful. This Furo surgeon Caligux did not strike me as someone I should disappoint. Alright, there's one. Where's the other? There's the other. Okay. Push on. Thankfully, much like the other tech priests, I have given our new addition the thing that makes them unattackable until they attack. With the added bonus of something of the added bonus that we do not have to worry about. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a term. Alright, forward. While things are moving around, let's see. We need to scan that. Any other things on the field to scan? Nope. seems like there is nothing else to scan. Disappointing, but what can you do? Excuse me. With a sneeze. Oh, we don't even get the benefit of bloody of a point to actually scan or anything. That's disappointing. Alright. Attack! And finish you. Okay. Not a whole lot we can do about that. And admittedly, not a lot we can do with Olga right at the moment, because, well, these weapons eat up a lot of stuff. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Like, we could reduce it, but it wouldn't for a turn, but not quite enough. Well, there's that one gone. Oh, there you are. Forward, forward. Let's start off. We'll get rid of you. So you're gone. Don't have to worry about it. Now let's get to destroying you. Actually, hang on. Wait, we'll close that for a second. Alright. Upwards. We'll use a free thing to just fill up the gauge. And then we'll see about finishing you off. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And we'll scan you for the sake of it. Let's see, you know what? Sure, we'll do a quick little jab of healing. I mean, it's for free, it doesn't hurt anyone. We'll wait. I think we'll wait before doing that. Alright, first things first, we'll fix you up. Move forward. Yeah, we'll pump up the physical damage we can do. And you can go burn in hell. There is a reason for us doing this. And I like to think it's a good one. And just for the sake of it, we'll just do a ping of damage, because why the hell not? Didn't quite kill you, but we got close to it. And now their keel is running away. Alright, quick jab here for the 3 cognition. Steal that. Move here. And reduce by 2. So let's see, fire in a straight line, passing through all units, straight line, passing through all units. Fire up! Good God, we just deleted these guys. Like, we could have spent the extra points of cognition doing additional damage. Good Lord. Alright, hang on. First things first. Just boost the damage a bit. Fill the meter. And let the fun begin. Oh. Oh, they're all dead. Whoops. I'm just gonna break the panel, but guess not. Signs of a firefight cover this chamber, both gauss fire and rad rifle shots. It is likely the lost Skitarii unit passed through this way, fighting a running battle with pursuing Necrons. Let's see, examine the marks of the gauss rifle, examine the marks from rad fire, or thoroughly search the chamber for any clues as to the unit's fate. Let's investigate the Skitarii, the rad fire shots, honestly. The rifle fire is voluminous and tightly grouped, with indications that several Necrons were felled before their remains teleported away. Clearly, the Skitarii sold their lives dearly, and it is heartening to the cohort to see their fellow soldiers of the 40k Mechanicus doing their duty to the last. Alright. Next up, we are moving... We'll go this way. Yes, yes, they know we're here. We get that. It might be one of the experimental augmetics we're looking for, but what is it doing laying here? A single bionic lies on the floor of this chamber, its still bloody connection port suggesting it was very recently torn out. Let's see, take the bionic and use data probe to carefully check it for infections. Take that bionic and temporarily implant it into one of the cohort to check its functionality. Or discard. Do not take it. There's no telling what strange data infection may have caused it to be thrown away in the first place. Diagnosis, I guess. Bit of a middle ground. Can the Necrons infect our bionics now? Wonderful. The bionic proves to be a host to a rapidly replicating data virus that must have caused it to be discarded in the first place. Though it appears to be one of the advanced augmetics, the device was destroyed to prevent its spread of any further. So not great, but at least now we know a little bit more about what's going on. Glyph. I think you're a good one? Or I haven't seen you before. Actually, that's not a bad one, honestly. That's a good glyph for us to run into. Let's see, do we want to... Nah, we won't fight other things. Yes, it would slow the awakening down, but it would also slow us down. One of the squad we're looking for by the looks of it, but his augmetics are gone. Did the rest of the squad take them, or did the Necrons? A Skitarii trooper lies dead, much of his body torn away by gas blaster fire. It appears his augmetics have been removed, leaving gaping surgical openings in his body along with the more recent wounds. Let's see, burn the body? No. Examine the corpse, or pray for the dead trooper. Investigation. The body was killed by Necron gunfire, and the augmetics were removed shortly after death. The magnitude of tiny wounds around the augmetic site suggests the mandibles of Necron scarab constructs. There is no sign of where the bionics are, but the fact the Necrons took them suggests the Xenos are at least aware of their significance. Not great. That is not great at all. Though I am glad we got Blackstone out of it. I will admit I might be tempted to swap out one of Agar's weapons for something a bit less cognition heavy. But otherwise, I think we are in a good spot. And of course we can throw the Skitarii. We're going to be throwing the Skitarii around. Alright. Panels, 1. And the shield generator. So which... Alright, you go here. We can pump you up to try and lure enemies to attack you. No, hang on, before we do anything else, pump that up and then we just attack. Can we? Oh. That's annoying, we can't actually attack the bloody... Well, that was a waste. I was pretty sure we could actually attack the stupid turrets, but apparently we can't smack them with a power axe. Annoying. However, we can have some fun times still. Alright, first thing, we'll reduce the cost of firing the weapons. Boost the power from said weapons. Can't get some bonus thing. We can pump up the damage of all tech priests for a round, which is always fun. And fire. I'm not gonna lie, that was great. All turrets down, and... Unfortunately, we can't jab anything for the extra cognition just yet. Which is sad, but... what can you do? Oh yeah, we're just that little too far away to get the shot off, aren't we? Yeah, because of that damn wall. Wait, why am I wasting precious stuff? Kind of a waste of all that power, but... well, not a total waste or anything. Just kind of a waste of boosting the damage from the other two tech priests because we can't attack anything. Alright, they're summoning more help. That's totally makes sense. And smack. Oh, you're dead. Nice. Might as well just move you here too. Alright. First thing first, we'll start off by we'll collect here. Because free cognition is good. Just checking what your deal is. Alright, first things first, we're just going to take a swing at this bastard. And it's gone. And quick jab there. If for no other reason than just to start wearing it down. Alright, we're gonna have to take some damage to get away, but I'm yeah, we can tank that fairly easily. Hang on. We're gonna move ourselves over here. Can we? Yes, we can. Fire up! And now's a good time to use the bonus cognition. Yes, the main reason we got this weapon is the fact that it can reduce energy armor naturally. It's honestly pretty damn good. And plump you here, out of harm's way, while also being, well, in a spot to just build up all of our cognition. Servitor goes forward and does his job of getting shots. Alright, ready. Shots. 1, shot 2. Oh, you're dead. Good. Might as well move you forward. Move forward. Actually, I'm inclined to leave you there, honestly. And also just to see... Yeah, we messed that thing up. Not gonna lie. Oh look, they're summoning more people. Yeah, well. And we will, just for the sake of it, we will throw an elf on the field. No particular reason, just because. see, I think, yep, you're going over there. We shall kill you shortly. Right, quick jab right there. It doesn't change the awakening points or anything, but what it does do is it does mean that we don't have to worry about going up into three awakening or anything like that. And just for the sake of it, be healed. Alrighty. Oh, ah, nice. Nice. We basically just killed him with the servo skull. Because Arga's servo skull does 1 point of damage to basically everything that it scans like that. Fire one. Yeah, we do need to have oh. That's annoying. But you're dead now. You paid for your insolence. Which is always nice. And on the plus side, you're pretty badly messed up. Try and recover from that, you little wanker. And honestly, just because we can. Finish him. Actually, first, might as well just fill it, but for the sake of it. Now finish him. And they're all dead. The cohort locates the fallen unit, the bodies lying where they died in a last stand against the Necrons that surrounded them. They clearly took a great many of their enemies with them. The cohort harvests the experimental bionics from the bodies, saying words of prayer for these valiant fallen. The Neurosurgeon has taken an inventory of the bionics we returned to her. She seemed excessively interested in the condition of the corpses. The natural curiosity of all matters fleshy, as I understand it. It is to be hoped she can parlay the data she gathered into making these bionics safe for widespread use amongst our Skitarii. I don't think I'll be volunteering for them. The Necrons are bad enough, but if I were to pick the most terrifying thing about Sylvia Tempest, it would be Neurosurgeon Glex. She is on our side. A fact for which I am very grateful. Alright. Let's see if we got enough Blackstone from this that we can give Arga that thing that allows him to use cantrils without costing anything. Plus, we can also now have an extra trooper on the field, and the Skitar and the Infiltrator's been leveled up. Alright, first things first. Lager. Yes, we can. Welcome to rank 19 and 2 classes full. Now then, I'm gonna replace you. I want to replace you with something a bit. Not weaker, but just something that has. Not bad, but we could easily benefit from having this one, to be honest. It's a tough call, because you know what, yeah, we'll grab that, and that opens up some additional room so that we can grab... We can't get a 3-point jabby stick. That's just a sad fact of life, but we can grab another cognition jabber. Admittedly a weaker one, but it's still a thing. Let's see, new one. Skitarii Vanguard. That'd be good. Actually, before we forget... What do you do now? At the start of the battle, the infantry becomes untargetable until they perform an action. Ah, you can now have an option of becoming untargetable after that, after you lose the initial one. Very good, you just become a lot more useful. You know what, screw it, we'll go with Rio. I feel like doing something a bit hard. A rare and irreplaceable Casclian robot has become lost in the tomb of Milob. Quartermaster Rio has requested Tech Priest assistance in recovering it. Yeah, fair decent amount of Blackstone. Yeah. Welcome on board. We'll grab three of those. Actually, no, we'll grab 2. You, and you. We'll see how that pans out. We'll be upgrading the Vanguard. Oh wait, no, that's a different mission. Never mind. Magos Grave News. One of the Kelsian robots lost in the tomb of Milob. The Castrians are impossible to replace without the tech heresy of artificial intelligence. Its loss shall be mourned. Kelstian may be recoverable. Skitarii have located its imperiment beacon. Then if circumstances allow, a tech priest team will be sent in to bring it back. Necrons will desire the Kelsian's dismemberment and cannibalization. Actions must be swift. Magos. It will be damaging to morale if one of the Kelsians to be lost on Sylvia Temporis. The Skitarii acts like those things are indestructible. They're like relics to us. They are relics of the Dark Age when Tech Heresy almost destroyed us, and the Kelsians remain one of the few beacons of purity from that time. I can ably synthesize the harmful emotions their loss will cause. Apart from damage to morale, Kelsian represents a material loss. Cannot be replaced. Must be recovered. The robot speaking can give us an approximate location only. The team will have to zero in on the machine themselves. So the first one's right there, second and third. Okay. So a pretty short, hard one. Hard mission, but we can do it. As for what a Kelsian robot exactly is, I'm honestly not sure. From the sounds of it, it actually is a full-on robot. And from what they've mentioned, it's one that's... Well, for the record, for those who are interested, in the dark age of technology, which happened before the Imperium was a thing, before the Great Crusade, all of that, humanity created artificial intelligence, and part of the Age of Strife, as it has been recorded, when humanity basically... Because they had a space empire before the Imperium, but the Age of Strife, where basically warp storms basically cut everyone off from each other, and a whole bunch of other things happened, such as Psykers going out. Psykers were created, and because they were new, they went out of control, and the AI that humanity had relied upon basically turned on it, for the most part, and massive war happened because of it. And from the sounds of it, the Kelsian robots are artificial creations. They are literally robots, but they didn't turn against humanity. Or at the very least, they were robots who remained pure. They were pure robotic, but they didn't start thinking for themselves. So, yeah, I can see why the Mechanicus really wants to keep these things, because they can't really. Because artificial intelligence is a heresy to. Well, it is very much a heresy to the Mechanicus, for honestly fairly good reasons. Their pretty much most experiments to try for artificial intelligence for humanity has not ended well. But yeah, it is honestly completely understandable why they would be fighting to keep one of the few examples of machinery that hasn't gone insane and tried to kill them. Alright, fill the cognition thing. Because we can. While preferably keeping us out of melee range. Can we get... No, we unfortunately cannot get... I mean, we can take a swing, but it won't do anything to them. At least to that one, anyway. Alright. We have just enough damage to kill him. That works out nicely. Alright, any other scans to be reckoned with? No. Just that one in the middle. Oh, hello. That may have changed a little bit. We can work with this. We can work with this rather well. Let's see, can we line... Yes, we can. We can line that shot up. Good. Good. And you may fire at will with the Death Star laser. I'm not gonna lie, I freaking love that. I freaking love this thing. And just for the sake of it, we'll do a quick scan, bit of damage. Because we can. Alright, here comes that destroyer. This is why we bring servitors. Like, it's not much, but isn't much, but it did just prevent... It went a long way to stopping one of the tech priests getting shot. Or stabbed. Let's try and pick these bastards off. Actually, before I forget, let's have a quick look at your stats. Alright, so shooting you with the energy beam, not gonna do shit. That's fine. Can we get the other one? No, they're both bloody... annoyingly, rather... energy protected. The destroyer, however, not so much. And just because we can, we might as well just use that one for free. It's always hilarious when they ragdoll like that. And now we'll just pull back a little bit to give us some space. Alright, they decided not to bloody... kill all enemies, that's fine, but first things first. We're gonna get clear of just this just gonna get clear of this middle thing, because we are about to do some fun stuff. Alright, this time we'll actually use the proper thing. Solely so that we can get this shot off on the destroyer. Good. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. About things. Because I think we've got this one. His physical armor is weak. Alright, that's our first important battle out of the way. A data cassette cast aside on the floor of this chamber looks like it came from the lost Kelsian robot. It could provide valuable intelligence on the robot's fate, but it must be decided how to best go about extracting the information inside. See, extract. Relay the information up to the ship to be scanned for infectious data. Download the data directly into the code's internal data vaults. Perform a full data sense on the cassette to purify it before downloading. Send it to the ship. Why not? The information takes time to quarantine and sanctize, but after some minutes it becomes apparent that the Kelsian's control hemisphere became damaged, causing it to wander off course. Though they have been delayed, the cohort now has a better idea of what happened to the walking relic. Okay. Let's take the short route here this time. Cliff. That's a good one, though tragically not really useful to us at the moment. Still, at least we now know a good thing when we see it. Second battle. Let's see what you got. We're going after our lost robot. Kill all enemies. It's hilarious. They can't actually do... Despite having the initial advantage, they can't do anything to us. It's bloody glorious when that happens. so you're good. Yeah, let's pump out some damage so we can get this first strike doing all kinds of fun stuff. You're gone. Damn, we just sent that poor bastard flying. We're gonna go this way so that we can avoid the destroyer's initial play. Move here. Move here. And move down here. See, how much damage can we do? Not enough. So we will be charging a thing. And finish him. It's not much, but at least they're down their healer. And just for the sake of it, just fixing the camera a bit, because of reasons. Alright. Okay, I think we can make this work. Just for the sake of it, we'll just continue pumping up the damage, because we might as well have the ultimates. Just the ultimate opening strike. Oh yes, and just for the sake of it, also, precognition. It's always beautiful when that happens. It really is. Alright, servitor. Lock yourself there. See, can we get... Yes, we can get shots off. Let's see if we can finish you. Turns out the answer is yes. And now fill the cognition bar. Fantastic. Didn't quite kill you, but we definitely made it. That one hurt. Fortunately, so did that. But it is fine. We can literally just heal. Wait. No. Alright. It seems we can get another... Yeah, we'll fire the Death Star laser. Tracks in a debris-sown part of Molab's tomb suggest the Castellan went this way. Its telltale footprints lead into the dark and narrow confines of a badly damaged section of the tomb. Following these tracks is the only option, but doing so may be perilous. Let's see, stride forth, advance boldly, with weapons drawn, ready to face any threat. Advance slowly, after seizing up the terrain as the cohort moves. Pray to the Omnicide to restore the full strength of the Castellan's beacon. Stay focused. The cohort sacrifices speed for vigilance, advancing steadily and maintaining the tactical paranoia sleep taught by the Adeptus Mechanicus similaries. Their perceptiveness lets them pick out the glint of precious metals among the collapsed section of the tomb, and they recover some valuable conductive alloys from the ruins. Nice. Last one. Nothing wrong with getting additional blackstone, it just makes our tech priests all the more badass. Because I know that I'm fairly certain at least... Let's see... Okay. Ah, there's our little robot friend. Yes, because I know Oathmaster Superior is close to getting the... basically the pump up all the cognition point things as well. Alright, let's start this off. Because we've got targets that need to be destroyed. You know what, that works just fine. Because as long as we're getting rid of something. And cognition. Might as well just grab it for the sake of it. Ah, now it's your turn. Alright. Fire at will. It had 1 health left, and because of little... quite literally because of the damn... because of that, our servo score, we just finished off the destroyer. That was beautiful. That was just beautiful. Alright, you're gonna try and... do terrible things to us, but that's fine. Alrighty, we're gonna need to do pop the gauge. Well, at least we're pretty confident that we'll be able to finish you off in melee. Right, you. Well, to start with, let's finish. Might as well finish off to this destroyer, just to make sure it doesn't get back up. Because sadly, probably the one weakness of Arga is he doesn't have any quick, painless kills. So what we can do is make sure he has as much cognition to work with as possible. Yes, I think there will be good. Ah, there's another panel. Nice. Pop that, because we need the cognition. You know what, screw it, we can fill up the thing. And let's go and hide behind here. Alright, Servitor, you're kind of a moot point because, well, it's gonna be dead before it gets to its turn, but might as well just finish off some things. Right. Yeah, might as well. Not only do we get our robot back, we didn't wake the Necrons doing it. Glorious. And because we can. Alright. We are also going here. And Argo. With his little spidery legs. Kill all enemies? We've already done that. Cause by hell do we purge with impunity. The tech priests locate the Castellan, out of ammunition and low on energy reserves, broken down in a deep chamber of the tomb. They reactivate its motive units into a state where it can accompany them under its own power to the tomb entrance. Though badly damaged, this priceless relic of the Dark Age of technology will fight again. The Castellan returns, an icon of mankind's struggle against the void, a waking memory of the Dark Age, a tragedy if lost. It shall be repaired and reconditioned. It shall serve as an object of veneration until repairs are complete. Then it will fight again. This is as the Omnissiah wills it. All is for use as a weapon in the war against ignorance. Beautiful. And no negative awakening from that either. Woo. Perform 300 energy attacks. Not bad. Alright, what's the next one? Nightmare Fuel. Find a field source. Heavy Destroyer, Necron Destroyer, Immortal, do. So you're an upgrade. You still have things we can work with. And admittedly, upon the threshold does give us more cognition, which we might want to do at some points, because, well, that extra damage that extra cognition point can definitely be useful in a group as cognition heavy as the rest of us. But first, oh wait, sleeve was... Wait, what did I just... Oh, I just removed his arms. Hold on. Whoops-a-daisy. Let's see. Max health and dodge chance. HP and critical chance. Yeah, dodge chance. Welcome back. Wrong one. I was looking for... Here we go. Looking for superior. How many more? The sad truth is we do have some more upgrades to go before we can get to that cognition fill, but getting an extra point of cognition for kills is just good. It's good for us to have. But let's see, how long have we been recording? About an hour. Alright, I think we'll call it here. Until next time, my name is Bright Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.